So this is Lieutenant General Dumisani Khumalo, who is the Divisional Commissioner in the Crime Intelligence of the South African Police Services, okay? And he's sitting inside the dock there with 6 of his co-accused appearing before the Pretoria Regional Court on charges of fraud, corruption, and relating to the appointment of an unqualified civilian in a senior post within the South African Police Services. Hello, Mzansi. Welcome back to my channel. This is an exclusive. Well, not really an exclusive. This is a segue from our usual SENZO MEYIWA trial. As you know, the SENZO MEYIWA trial is now on recess. Thank goodness. We all needed the break just to digest everything. So you know what happens when they're on recess. We go to other courtrooms and visit other courtrooms. Now, I'm no stranger to Lieutenant General Dumisani Khumalo. In fact, I've avoided his story profusely as it has been circulating on social media, most specifically whistleblower mastermind Patricia Mashale has been on this story. But do you know the significance of it now? Is that now it's inside Phakathi, the court, meaning they have enough evidence to create a whole docket, apply for a J50 warrant of arrest, nab him at the airport as he's about to make a trip to an international destination. Could he have been trying to do a young Thabo Bester and Nandi Pamakutumana, and then the state would have had to do an extradition disguised as a deportation? I don't know. They don't tell us that much. We only know what we know. But I think now that it is inside Phakathi, the court, if you're wondering what is all the hype around a lieutenant general being arrested, well, it's because, you know, he's kind of the highest in the crime intelligence. And if your whole role is about crime intelligence, but you're busy being part of the crimes, then there's a big problem. It means that the system is broken. And now that he's arrested, ladies, but we have to listen to his bail application, okay? First and foremost, let's start with introducing him. Who is he exactly? What is he all about? And what did he do? Let's get into this video.
Your Worship, I've already prepared, Your Worship, the affidavit in support of the case. I'll start with accused number 1. Yes. And again, Your Worship, we have also agreed with our colleagues that the bail is not opposed. And I'm reading the affidavit in support of bail. Thank you, Your Worship. I, the undersigned Samuel Mzansi Khumalo, do hereby state under oath as follows. I am the accused, as well as the applicant in this matter. The facts and reports herein are to the best of my knowledge, both true and correct, unless otherwise stated. I've been advised that the charge against me falls within the ambit of Schedule 5 of the Criminal Procedure Act 51 of 1977, and that the onus rests upon me to produce evidence which satisfies the court that the interest of justice permits my release on bail. I further confirm that I have been advised that the information herein contained may be used against me during the trial. I place the following personal circumstances on record, Your Worship. I am 56 years of age. I was born on the 18th of March 1969 within the Republic of South Africa, and I am a South African citizen. My highest level of education is a bachelor's degree. I am single. I have 3 children, Jabulo, Panele, and Ngumbi. I reside at 68 Flower Crescent, Tedgefield Crescent, The Reed. I've been a resident.
I beg your pardon, repeat the address. 68?
68A.
68A.
Moonflower Crescent. Yes, I've been resident at this address since 25. I consider this address to be my permanent place of residence because I have strong family ties within the area. During my arrest, I was employed at South African Police Service Crime Intelligence, address 463 Fresca Road, Erasmus Club, Pretoria. I've been advised to disclose to this court in terms of section 60(11)(1)(b) whether I have previous convictions and pending cases against me, and that should I disclose false information, I could be prosecuted and upon a verdict of guilty and be sentenced to imprisonment. I have no previous conviction against me. I have no pending case against me. I have no outstanding warrant of arrest. I have no protection order or harassment order against me. I was arrested on the 26th of June, 2025, with regard to this charge of fraud and corruption, and I have been in custody since then. I can afford an amount of 1,000 for the purpose of bail. I cannot afford to forfeit this amount of money to the state by not being present in court when I'm required to be.
You see, that is where the problem lies. When he says, I can afford an amount of 1,000 for the purpose of bail, and there's no currency associated with it. So I'm led to believe that he's saying 1,000 United States dollars, because there is no way he is saying he can only afford 1,000 rands for his bail. Because what does he mean? What does he mean? That is all that he has as a whole lieutenant general, and he's only willing to part with 1,000 rands to the state to secure his bail. That, ladies and gentlemen, makes him an unserious bail applicant. In my opinion, you should take your offer real serious. Okay, this is not a small game. These are not small charges after that ridiculous offer. But let's continue listening to the rest of his affidavit.
I undertake to do the following. I undertake not to do the following, I mean to say, Your Worship, to endanger the safety of any individual, the public, or commit any offense while on bail, attempt to evade my trial, since I intended to stand my trial and clear my name, to intimidate or attempt to influence any witnesses the state intends to use, attempt to destroy or conceal any evidentiary material that the state intends to use, undermine the proper functioning of the criminal justice system on the bail system, disturb public peace and order. In respect of the merit of the charges against me, I place the following on record, Your Worship. I intend to plead not guilty to the charges leveled against me. I deny all the allegations against me. I will exercise my right to remain silent at this stage. My defense will be disclosed at my subsequent trial. I undertake to abide by any bail conditions this honorable court deems fit should bail be granted in my favor. In the light of the above, I therefore humbly submit to this honorable court that bail be granted in my favor. I confirm the above information to be both true and correct, and then that's done and signed before me actually on the 27th day of June 2025. And Your Worship, before we could give them, I also discussed the affidavit with my colleagues, and then they said no, they were fine with it. And then there's a signature there of the accused as a deponent. So may I give it to the accused so that Your Worship can confirm?
Just going straight. Thank you, colleagues. Up and pass. Mr. Khumalo, understand? You confirm what's been read out in support of your bail application by your attorney?
Yes, Your Worship.
Thank you. This document is accepted, marked Exhibit A. You may sit.
Thank you, Your Worship.
Look at the last page, please, the commission.
The commission, yes, Your
The
Worship.
last, the very, very last.
Yes.
Commissioner of Courts Act dictates that the commissioner must have full address. What is taking there?
Yeah, he only wrote the street address. then we will rectify that, Your Worship.
When? Next week.
Now, because he's here, we asked one of the court orderlies to help us.
I frown at these things of doing things like receiving little chips at the corner stop sign. I don't approve of it.
My apology, Your Worship.
Okay.
Yes, we'll rectify it now.
Proceed to rectify it, please. I
Okay.
cannot accept a half-baked potato. Where's the Commissioner of Oaths? Full address, please, in front of the deponent. And let him also do the necessary amendment and sign it.
So here is what the alleged Mkologotus inside Parati within the South African police services have been charged with, which is fraud and corruption. Okay, so Khumalo is charged together with Major General Philani Lushaba, the CFO at Crime Intelligence, and I think he's the one with the hotel Don Donis. Okay, Major General Nosipo Precious Madondo she is the head of intelligence analysis and coordination, Major General Likalaka, okay? And he's also another head over there at the crime intelligence, Major General Zwelithini Gabela, the technical management services, Brigadier Pindile Ncube, section head, personal security vetting, and then the one who has caused all this, Brigadier Dineo Mokwele. Brigadier Dineo Mokwele. She's actually the cause of why everybody's inside, okay? Because she just became a brigadier. I mean, take a look at her, okay? She's very young for a brigadier. Their charges relate to the irregular employment of Mokwele in a senior ranking position of brigadier in the Technical Support Services, TSS. They are further accused of flouting the vetting process, which is critical in the appointment of senior officials within the Saps, particularly the Crime Intelligence Division, which deals with sensitive and confidential information. This case forms part of the IDAC's broader mandate of investigating fraud and corruption within government entities to prevent state capture through these critical entities. So, Lieutenant General Khumalo, Major General Madondo, Major General Likalakala, Major General Gabela, Brigadier Ncube, and herself, okay, Her Ladyship, Her Majesty Brigadier Mokwele, were granted 10,000 Rand bail. Meanwhile, you know who remains inside Parati? Oh my goodness, I would be so upset. Inside Parati, they were ordered not to enter any premises of crime intelligence. What happens next, ladies and gentlemen? Are they on suspension? Will they be paid in the interim? How is it going to work? Ooh, I am here for you, okay? During the SENZO MEYIWA recess, we will be following this trial closely. Maybe charges will be dropped. Maybe he will do an urgent application. Don't. You already saw the first irregularity, okay? The affidavit was not commissioned. Can you imagine a whole police leadership, okay, senior representatives submitting a non-commissioned properly document? This, ladies and gentlemen, is a developing story. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. But I can assure you, Patricia Mashale is beyond excited. Okay, she's beyond happy. She's beyond satisfied. I'll be covering as well the beef going on between her and Ian, who declared, okay, over there on that news channel, that he knows it's her, the alleged whistleblower. It's like he struggles to call her a whistleblower. But we'll talk about them in a separate video. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you on my next upload. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below.